What's going on, Tech fans, man? My apologies, man. Just been super busy. Had state championships, man. Got Corky basketball tomorrow. Just got a lot going on. But I know I got the content for y'all, man. We going to make this an all-in-one bundle special. Obviously, Christmas is right around the corner. Man, so we're going to talk about everything, the latest updates in the transfer portal. That Georgia Tech's been landing some primetime prospects, man. We're starting right now with Eric Winters, man. This guy right here is phenomenal. Obviously, it's via On3 News. It dropped yesterday. I didn't have enough time to do a video, but I watched his tape, y'all. I was thoroughly impressed with what he was able to do, man. Just his ability to stretch defense, right, on the long ball, right, the ability to be used in the slot and be able to take off against defenders with the yak yardage, right, his ability to break tackles. He's very shifty out of the slot as well, man. This kid can do a whole bunch of different things, and you get the ball in his hands. It is a problem, you know what I'm saying? So look at him to probably, I won't say replace the production of an Eric Singleton Jr., but look for him to be able to be kind of used in that same kind of way in that Buster Faulkner offense. Now, in terms of his productions, he had 62 catches, 1,172 yards, and 12 touchdowns. He averaged 18.9 yards per catch. So, like I said, he's bringing about 19 yards per catch to the flats. And again, it's a position of need, right? You lose 4 guys. No Leo Blackburn anymore. No Abdul Jahan. I think he ran out of eligibility, right? Eric Singleton Jr. hit the portal. So you got an open spot. You got some open spots there that you need to fill. Now, you got DeBron Gatlin, but now you get a speedster and a guy that can take the top off the defense. But yeah, you get a guy with elite speed, so you get a guy that wants to get that experience to be able to play on the ACC level, right, and play against ACC competition, elite speedster. Not necessarily going to replace the production of Eric Singleton Jr., but will be able to add a little bit of versatility and things like that, and can kind of be used and at a cheaper price. You're not having to pay $1 million to land him. You know what I'm saying? And that's the new era we live in, as far as it pertains to the transfer portal in college football. All right, next up, man, my guy Andrew Wasinski, man. This kid right here is also a stud. It was so cool, man. I actually interviewed him during signing day last year when he was making the decision of where he wanted to go, or he had already made the decision to go to UNC, right? And we ended up bringing him on. So this guy right here, you just get more beef on the offensive line. You need it. You lost Corey Robinson, who just committed to a school, but now you bring in another guy along with this great elite recruiting class with a Peyton Joseph, with a Josh Petty, and things like that. You bring in this elite recruiting class with a guy like this that can help contribute. Along with that class you got, and a play now kind of a guy as well, coming over from North Carolina. He was a beast at Creekview under his head coach over there, man, and I like his tape. I know he didn't play a lot with UNC, but just high school tape, he played really well. And you get in a force, man. So this is a big time get as well for offensive line coach Jeep Wade and what he wants to do and what he wants to accomplish with this group this year. Or next season, I should say. So another elite get on the offensive line, a guy that you can depend on. He's great in pass pro. He can run block, which some Georgia Tech wants to do. They want to run that rock with Jamal Haynes and those running backs, and you get another guy that could be a force on the offensive line. All right, another guy I want to shout him out, designed by Mark. He came up with this edit for him, so I just want to give proper justice or proper due where it's due. But this guy right here, Ronald Triplet, coming on the defensive line. We know it's a position of need for Georgia Tech, especially with so many guys departing. You obviously lose Romello Height to Texas Tech. You know what I'm saying? You lost some guys in, but you did get some good news today as well. Jordan Vandenberg's coming back another year. He had a really good season, came on strong towards the end, and then you land Ronald Triplet over, from UTSA. Now, he finished his career there with 58 tackles, 5.5 tackles for loss. But the key here for Ronald Triplet, think about a guy that's going to be a rotational piece for you, right? Now, he's graded pretty high by Pro Football Focus of an 87.4, right? So don't be expecting this guy to have, game-wrecking type of games, you know what I'm saying? But he can make an impact. Think about Jordan Vandenberg this year in 2024 for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, right? It's a guy that came in, wasn't playing a lot at his former school. Coach Key trusted him. As the season wore on, he started getting more playing time, right? Coach started trusting him more late in games. I think Ronald Triplet can have that same kind of effect for the Yellow Jackets coming into this season. So a guy that they can add in, it could be a rotational guy. Guys get tired, be a run stopper, you know what I'm saying, and clog up those lanes for those running backs, man, and also create some interior pressure via the pass game. So a guy that can come in and help in that regard. And just more bodies. You need more bodies on that defensive line, right? They got a young freshman class coming in. Y'all see my video with Andre Fuller. Obviously, Carrollton Coombs is another one. They're going to have Derry Norris as well. But you need guys out of the portal that can play now as well in rotation with some of those young guys you got in 2025. All right, and then more Tech news that you guys can see right here. Kelen Rutage is staying home, so that's another big get for the program, obviously, and what they're trying to do. Bringing back strong, superior offensive linemen. He had a great year again. I think he ended up being all ACC If I'm not mistaken, I think he might have got second team. So this is another major get, beefing up that offensive line with a trusted veteran. All right, last but not least, I got to shout out Andre Fuller, man. He had a big time game against Carrollton, man. I told y'all, if y'all was following my stuff, y'all see me on TV, I talked about Grayson beating Carrollton. Nobody believed it, but I'm telling y'all, man, that Grayson front seven, man, is some of the best you're going to see in the country. When you look at Tyler Atkinson, you look at an Ant Davis, who's wearing his Clemson gear, and you look at a Joseph Mbachu or Josiah Victor, and this stud right here, the Georgia Tech signee, Andre Fuller, man. Kid is a stud, man. Enjoyed what he was doing. He made one twist move. The fans was blowing it up on my X account that I had got of him and sacked Juju Lewis. And it was a key point in the game because Juju, they was trying to go up in the half, even if it was up 3 points or a touchdown, that pushed them back, and they ended up having to run the ball to Kamari Farmer that ended the half. So without that big play by him, they potentially go up and have momentum coming out of the break and get the ball back to come out in the second half. So yeah, man, some key moments, some key big plays he was making, man. So I want to give him a special shout out as well, man. Hey, Tech fans, y'all gonna be excited, man. This defensive line you got coming in, yes, it's young. Yeah, they got to work on some things, but I'm telling y'all, it could be potentially dangerous here in the future, man. So I did want to bring that up today as well. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts on the latest, man. The transfer portal, 3 new additions. I would have broke this news, but yesterday I was at the state championships to get some intel, to talk with him, to Andre Fuller, who also was named all-classification player. He got my vote. An all-classification player basically is you are the best of the best in the state, regardless of whatever class you're in. If you guys don't know what a class you're in, it's 8 different classifications. So a classification basically is, okay, you live in this area. It's like 5 or 6 teams that you're going to play against in your region, and that's going to decide who goes to the playoffs. So we're saying he's the best of the best, regardless of Class A Division 1, Class A Division 2, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, Class A Private. We're saying he's the best of the best, man, and he is. So I wanted to kind of clear that up as well. But Tech fans, y'all should be excited. I appreciate y'all liking up the content, man. And whenever we get a transfer portal update or anything or any news, y'all know I'll be on it, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all as always, man. And stay tuned for more content. Yes, sir.